So with local currencies, funding not only the microfinance institution but also the environment, so the macroeconomic environment is important. So we have two credit risks that we have to analyze, and the macro side even more carefully, because of course the currency impact also impacts the institution and our investment. Well, with the dual return funds, as the name says, we have a dual mandate. So on one side, the institution that we work with has to fulfill certain financial requirements and social requirements, so those two. So these are our selection processes, and in each of those two columns we go through several quantitative and qualitative indicators to find the right institutions that fit in the existing portfolio, because the diversification has to increase so that the portfolio becomes more stable. Region-wise, we've not invested too much lately in Central Asia, the Caucasus, because the impact of the Russian crisis with the Ukraine, the conflict, impacted some of the states that are in the influence of the Russian Federation. So we decreased our exposure there indirectly in the way that we didn't renew too many deals. But I think the region is still very interesting, and there should be also investments from our side in the region again in the future. The African region is still something that is very interesting for us. Latin America is where we have the longest relationships with the institutions. Some cooperatives that we work with have been in the market for 50, 60 years. So we work with cooperatives that were founded in the 50s of the last century. Yeah, overall I think the microfinance regions are still very, very broad, interesting, and there are a lot of opportunities to find. So I think it's my 5th time to be with Uniglobal. I was twice in Vienna, in Istanbul, once in Berlin, once, and now in Prague. So I think it's very nice to come together, exchange ideas, and the themes are always very well chosen. So it's forward-looking, it's always something new to learn for us, besides getting to know new players. And one interesting thing is also that the attendees are quite loyal. So sometimes I meet people that I met 3, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. So that's very interesting to meet them again, see how everyone is doing, and maybe carry on with the relationship or foster new ones.